the TK Tower channel bringing you another Digimon special. Digimon 03. This is the Data Link Digivice from Season 5, Savers/Data Squad. You start by pulling the plastic thing out of the battery slot. This Digivice uses the small round type batteries, but fortunately comes with one. The first thing you do is set the time. This game is time-based instead of a pedometer. If you work, you may want to lie about the current time so you can actually play. Your Digimon will sleep from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. If you're a late night worker like me, you won't be able to play it much, but I first brought this along on vacation so I could actually get into it. Next, you choose a starter from the first 3 characters that appear in the show, those being Agumon, Galmon, and Lalamon. Despite having the blue Digivice, I went with Agumon because I really like his later Digivolutions in that season. Next, you charge it with your Digisoul. The instructions aren't English, and I apparently wasn't pushing the button hard enough, so I got a bit confused. Cover all the metal nubs on top with skin contact and press middle button. Then you enter a name 5 characters in length or shorter. Pressing the left button scrolls through the options which line the top and bottom of the screen instead of text scrolling on the main screen like the battle-focused Digivices. Middle button selects and right button is cancel, but brings up the time on the main screen. In time, your Digimon will get hungry, need to be debugged, or have a battle. I'll start with battles. When a battle occurs, you will see your location and opponent. In battle, you have a number of options. Digivolve to a stronger form, increase your power with a different charge type, use a special item, call in one of the starters you didn't choose to attack once a battle, which will Digivolve later in the game, go straight to battle, or escape, which will count as a loss. When attacking, you have to press the middle button to stop the pointer as close to the middle as you can to maximize attack. If you're Digivolving this turn, you'll have to do this twice. Also when Digivolving, you'll need to DNA charge. Attacks go back and forth with a chance of missing. After every hit, you'll get an HP update on either side. Lost conditions are losing all your HP, or having the lowest HP after 2 rounds. Sometimes the opponent will Digivolve when defeated, extending the battle. Winning moves you to the next area. The Digimon you'll be facing are determined by the events of the TV show. The first menu button is the charge options. You can use the static electricity of your body to DNA charge and receive energy that suits your Digimon, which in my case is Dragon. This is used for Digivolving in battle. Alternately, you can plate charge, which is the metal part on the plate that came with the Digivice, as well as some of the toys from this series. The plates will give you items. Next is info, which starts with status. This shows you the type and DNA, hunger and weight, Digimeter, attack level and progress to next level, defense level and progress, number of victories and game completion, Digimon and later forms that are unlocked as you level up, and username in that order. You can also view the DNA points, items, and money you possess. More on items later. Next is feed for when your Digimon is hungry. You'll know when that is when they're sitting still and looking sad. You can feed them a special food you bought or a free unlimited bread. Then there's medical for sickness caused by neglect or injury from losing a battle. The last of the top row covers debugging, which is essentially poop, and the light switch for when your Digimon goes to sleep. The bottom row starts with training, which has the majority of gameplay, so I'll skip that for now. Second is Coliseum, where you'll fight a number of battles in a row for points. Your HP will not refill between battles, and you will remain Digivolved after the first time. Then there's Shop, where you can buy special foods, interactable items, and special effect items. You can use these from the info category. Some are one-time use. They will play an animation, award you with something, or change your Digimon's appearance. The last option is Connect, where you can battle, trade items, and give points via the infrared on the back. There's a spot at the end of this row, reserved for a flashing exclamation point to alert you of an upcoming event. You can also press both left and middle to pause in case you won't be able to feed, clean, or battle, and right plus middle brings up the sound and contrast options. Training has 2 subcategories, Training and Point. Training is a series of minigames that put up your attack and defense points depending on which you play and your performance. First is Shooting, where you use left and right to move up and down, and middle to shoot at oncoming projectiles before they reach your position. Attempting to dodge will not work, and speed will increase. For most of these, you will lose if hit 3 times. You have to make it to the end of an invisible timer. Dodge is moving left and right to avoid falling objects, which again will begin to fall faster. Power is the easiest and simplest. Simply mash the middle button to fill the meter before the timer ends. It gives you 2 points to each instead of 4 to 1, but it's so easy to do that while watching something or walking around you might do this the most. Last of training is pop-up, where a Digimon will eventually pop out of a pipe and you have to press the button lined up with it. Sometimes your own Digimon will appear and end the game early. Point is for the money you'll spend at the shop. Memory will show you a Digimon appearing in the 3 spots on screen and you must mimic the pattern when it's your turn to input. There's a number of rounds that increase in length. Catch is like dodge, where you must dodge the skulls but you want to collect everything else. Shuffle is the easiest and yields the smallest reward. It's attempting to be the follow the cup game, but there's no actual movement, so you just need to pick the one that popped up last. Instead of pressing the respective button for the option, you will scroll through them. As you can see, this Digivice has a myriad of minigames and activities compared to previous ones I've reviewed, as well as battles with a round limit, so you can casually enjoy this instead of committing too much time or attention to it on the go. The only issue is that the Digimon sleeps at an inconvenient time for me, but of course that can be fixed if you cheat the clock and doesn't affect most people with a regular sleep schedule. It's also nice to not have to shake it if you're just playing at home. This might be my favorite one to play so far. Here's a battle with the sound on to close the video.